Hello guys, what's up? So this is our plane Boeing 747 and this is how it looks from the outside, which I have not seen till now. And here I am, Captain Issue. So and I don't know who's the co-pilot. I didn't had any during the flight, but it's showing right now. I don't know why. So let's do one thing. Let's just jump inside the cockpit and see what's there. So yeah, so this is the cockpit from the inside, and this is a cold plane. So I'll explain you what's a cold plane. A cold plane is where all the electrical and the engines are off and nothing is working. So we'll turn on the plane, and this is I turned on the battery power, and this knob which I turned on right now is APU. APU is a small engine in the back side of the plane which gives just sufficient power for the AC, I mean air conditioning and the electrical components of the aircraft, small electrical components, and it also helps in the starting of the engine. So the APU engine has started, and now I can start with the engine start procedures. So for that, I'll just go ahead and start everything. So these are all the functions, and just to make you clear that this is almost the same for starting an actual Boeing 747. These four switches which I turned on just now is the engine hydraulics. So the engine controls all the hydraulic systems, and the hydraulic fluid is the hydraulic fluid gets its pressure from engine. So those four switches which I turned on in the left was the hydraulic fluid control switches, and all the switches that I am turning on right now are the fuel injector switches and the fuel management switches. So I think we are almost ready to start the aircraft, and as you can see we have all the displays turned on right now. The front displays about the engine statistics and all. I'll just get back to it in a sec. So we'll just now this is I turned on the power for engine number 4. So as we have an electric starter on the in our cars and in our two-wheelers, same way flights also have electric starters. So just we applied an electric starter, and the and in the heads up display you can see the 0304. I mean that was the engine. I mean I also don't know exactly what is that, but I just know that it should reach to 1 till we turn on the fuel injection, which I just turned on from beneath. So now you can see that the engine is throttling up, and I don't know exactly what the readings are right now, but just I know the approximate readings that the middle one should come approx 20, and the bottom one should come approx 357 to 360. Now we can do the same procedure for engine 1, 2 and 3. So I turned on the electrical power, and now as it gets to 1.0 in the middle section, we can turn on the fuel injector from beneath. So we can see that the electrical engine is throttling up. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me just fast forward this a bit till all the four engines start up. So now this I have turned off the APU because I have all the four engines running, and we can have the electrical supply from the engine first. I mean, the engine could drive the electric generator and we can have the electric supply from there. So I just turned off the EPU engine, which resides at the back. And now I will turn on the needed lightings, like the strobe lights in the wings of the aircraft that you might see while when you see an aircraft from ground. You might see some blinking lights on the aircraft at night. So those are known as strobe lights and beacon lights. Beacon lights are those red lights, and the green lights and yellow lights that you see are known as strobe lights. And else you can see taxi lights and runway lights and etc. Those are a different topic. I'll cover them in another video. If you want to know everything, please comment down below if you want me to make another video for such things. So here we go and accelerate the throttles, and you can see that the engine power is going up now, and you can see the fuel injector is at the max of its level, and the plane is now ready to go. So now let's just this again auto braking, and here I control some of the yaw motion from the engine. Tells the aircraft from left to right, so we need to control that. And here we reach the VR speed. VR speed is the rotational speed of the plane, for which the plane rotates its nose wheel up, and after which it takes off as we did right now. So as you can see guys, now we are in the air and the engines are still providing full thrust, and is the autopilot control which I'm learning in this model of the game. I mean, in this version of the game, I still don't know exactly how the autopilot works. Because as you know, I have never flown an actual aircraft and I got an actual plane. So I need to learn it from different sources. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. This is a good time for giving the plugin. Get subscribed so you can also learn how to fly Boeing 747 or any other aircraft which I will be flying in the future. So as you can see, right now we are in a pitch down position and we got the master warning for pulling up. I am doing the same and we see the horizon, and we are right to level the plane up, but it's almost out of control. You can still get the plane in control because it's a huge plane, and many people have a misunderstanding that more the plane becomes huge, less becomes the controllability. But according to me, it's wrong. Why I don't know, but according to me, I get the control of big planes quickly, and I loosen up the control of small planes quick off. So I don't know what's the case in some other person, but so as you can see right now we are in the air and we are cruising at, I don't know exactly what the altitude is, but I'll do one thing. I'll just play with the autopilot. I'll try to, yeah. So you can see that as soon as I adjusted the vertical slider, the plane tilted its nose up and now it's moving in a straight pattern. Blue and brown thing which you see in both sides of the display, that shows exactly what the tiltness of the nose is of the aircraft and how much it is tilted in all the four directions. That is the front direction, back, and the side view. Yeah, so this I pulled up my gears, that is my landing gears, that is the wheels, and this is a $1 million thing that all the pilots are wishing to see that once in their lifetime, but we can't see it from inside the airplanes. We have to see it like this in the games only. So we got to see that, guys. Now let me do one thing, guys. Let me figure out some headings and all, and then I'll get back to you from the exterior of the plane. So now let's see some autopilot, guys. So you can see that when I did this up, one pink line goes down like this, and that's actually the heading of the plane. Heading, I mean, the heading means the direction in which the plane is going. Right now, I have set 213. That means it will go to the 213 degree from north and north side, north direction. And you can see that the plane is now tilted towards the right and it's taking a right turn. This display, it's clearly visible. So it will, this is the autopilot controlling the plane, and so it will automatically set a set heading, then it will automatically turn to the straight side. So aircraft will do a very slow turn because quick movements in aircraft would give jerks to the passengers sitting behind also, so it's not good for them. If you look at this, guys, this is the speed meter. The speed, you can see as soon as I turned this on, the thrusters went down abruptly. So this is the speed meter, and now the plane autopilot will maintain the speed of the desired, I mean, whatever I will set at the heads-up display. So you can see, guys, from this outside view that the plane is right now banked towards the right side and it's taking a swift turn, and the engines are also almost idle position because we are at the high speed. This is a VOR map, guys. VOR, actually that's a totally different topic, so we'll keep that for another video, and we can only learn the basics in that because I also don't know exactly detail, but I know the basics of VOR, and we just concentrate on the plane. So it's still turning, and you can see that the pink line is coming nearer, and as soon as the pink line will be straight, we will the plane will automatically turn straight. So it's coming straight, and you can see, guys, now the plane will slowly start stabilizing it, and you can see plane is now stabilizing itself because the desired heading has been set. And you can see, guys, the speed is also going down. The speed I will show you where it now. I will set the speed to 250 because 250 means it's 250 knots, 50 knots. That's the airspeed of the plane right now, and you can see that the 250 knot speed is achieved, and so the auto thrust is now applied and the thrust levers are going forward to maintain 250 knot speed. So as soon as it will reach 248 or 249, the thrust reversals will automatically come idle, and they are coming now. This is the total situation of autopilot. So guys, that's it for today's video. We'll continue this video. This video is too long, so I'll do one thing. I'll put up a part 2 for this video, and we'll see what all other things can the autopilot do, and also we'll be landing this aircraft to the same airport from which we departed just now. So please feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like this, and thank you for watching this video, guys. See you in the next one.